Our sailing adventure begins. First stop is Beaufort, North Carolina. We are sitting here at Bohicket Marina waiting out the blow. It's forecasted to be 45, 50 knots, so we are just sitting here waiting for it to stop. As soon as it does, we are out of here. And just like that, we're gone. Weather window opened up and we took off. We were getting ready all week, but weren't totally ready, so had to finish a couple of repairs this morning quick, and then we took off. Captain is putting in our route right now. Oh, we're going to Cape Fear. Cape Fear. Ooh.
We are underway and making way.
We are. We're going to be out here all night. If we have good weather, we might head to the Gulf Stream. If not, then we won't. We'll make a call when we need to make that call. Wind is a little bit weird right now, variable. I'd like to call it variable, but it's making the sails slam and all that. But we're making progress anyway. The current was with us going out the channel, and we're just waiting to make our turn, so the wind will be more in our favor. "7 p.m. check-in, all is well. The seas are beautiful tonight. It's even better than we saw in the forecast. They're rolling, they are from behind, so it is just a super comfortable ride. And we've got the sails up and the engines off. So it's just a beautiful night. Coming in Beaufort Channel here, and my God, there's like hundreds of boats coming out this channel, and then they don't seem to. These are pretty tame, but earlier there were ones that just don't seem to care where they're at in the channel, and they go from the right side to the left side. You don't know what side they expect you to be on, and they just keep throwing their wake at you, and wow. We are off on our first adventure, the lovely Beaufort, North Carolina. Is that how I say that? Beaufort, Beaufort.
Beaufort in North Carolina.
Beaufort, no Beaufort.
Beaufort in South Carolina. I heard a guy on the radio 4 a.m. last night talking to another guy. He goes, "Are you going into Beaufort?" I thought,
no, I'm going into Beaufort. It's just silly. It's just silly. Anyway, we're going to go explore some reserves. I can't remember the name. So
It's on Shackelford Banks, though.
Yeah, Shackelford Banks. You know, the famous Wild Horses place, and we'll see what we can see. This is really cool. Very, very authentically North Carolina. You know what I mean? That's really pretty. You can see the bait jumping in the water. Steven thinks a little glass minnows, but the oyster catchers are just having a good old time. I guess that's their appetizer for the evening. That's so cool.
Here we are at anchor on Shackleford Banks, Mr. Chennis.
Yep.
It's nice out here. It's blowing out of the northeast, however. Oh,
See the horses? Yeah, blowing out of northeast, freezing.
well, I wouldn't call it freezing, but
It's
it is pretty
freezing.
cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The horses are right out here on the banks. High
A nice
tide.
anchorage.
Yeah, this is a great anchorage.
This is awesome. We are sitting here on anchor, and there's the horses.
Shackleford Banks.
Shackleford Banks, Rachel Carson Preserve. This is awesome. That's so weird. There's a tour boat coming to see him too, but that's so cool. Got the brownie out again. This is a very useful item to have on your boat. Oh God, if you don't have one. So our saltwater inlets, even though we had diver on the boat all the time, seemed to be clogged up. And so we wanted to use that a lot as we're on the boat all the time now. We don't want our depending on fresh water for flush in the head. So under the boat he goes to clean them. Operation Clean Out successful. Trail time. This is the trail. They didn't mention that it was a low tide trail.
Yeah, well,
Just walking the trail.
at least the water's clear enough you can see the trail underwater. Oh, they're little snails.
Cool. cool little snails on all these reeds. That's wild.
We're replacing our topping lift today because on our sail up from, I don't know, where were we? Charleston up to Beaufort. Suddenly we get here and the topping lift's chafed off. I think I made a mistake on that. I probably left it too tight, and I think that the sail backwards chafed it off. So we're going to try to tie a new topping lift after the boat and pull it up through the mast so we don't have to go to the top of the mast, and I think we can do that. This pulley right here, this is where the topping lift goes in. We're assuming that on the top of the mast it's the same fitting upside down. We think that it'll go through there and maybe not come back out that way. We're not going to risk that, so we're going to go from the aft, pull the line all the way through the top of the mast, and that way Scott doesn't have to go to the top of the mast.
Oh.
Because it's windy up there today.
Yeah, we have a new helper today.
It definitely is.
Here's our new line. Any bets on whether or not we're gonna have to go to the top of the mast? My bet is yes. We always gotta go to the top of the mast. Here is the
I mean, that's just a
problem.
No, let's do that, and then we're gonna have to. Well, we probably don't.
And there's another piece at the top starting to fray, but there's a big problem. What you gonna do there?
So I'm going to I'm taping both of those two lines together. I'm going to go ahead and sew them together. That way I know I got a real solid pull on that.
Oh.
Taking the new line, the whole line. So if you got a yank on it, you don't want to yank the tape loose, right?
Yeah.
You're going to sew right through it. Just 4 squares on the sew job.
Good. All to prevent us from having to go up the mast. We lost audio on this clip. However, you will see that pictures are worth 1,000 words, or videos are worth 10,000 words, I guess. After Beaufort, we spend a week in Cape Lookout, still in North Carolina. Stay tuned and subscribe to our channel for updates and notifications of new videos.